Hello, y'all. Here I am again, trying to make it one more time. It's always a trip at our house. I hope I have some questions come in. Um, don't have a whole lot planned. I do have an announcement, but I'm going to wait a few more minutes. Getting pretty close, guys. I have 395 or 96 um, people already in there subscribe to my channel, and I've got almost my watch hours, so I'm getting excited, really excited. And Heartland just said, hey. I've just got through watching Robertson's Belly Acres, and so boy, all we've talked about is food. So gosh, I'm gonna be starving to death on this live, guys. Anyway, I just got a notification that Larry Feeks has subscribed to my channel. Okay, thanks, Larry. I appreciate it. I hope we'll have some people come on here and talk to me. I know, obviously, the time changed somehow because just as I was getting off, it said that they had 5 more minutes with Robertson's Belly Acres. So hopefully, some more people will come over here in a few more minutes. It's interesting here. It has cooled off just a little bit. Thank God for that. We getting a little more done. Rosie has been jumping the fence again. I don't know what I'm gonna do with her little devilish self. That's my spotted Yorkie that I have. And the other day, Casper and Maggie got out, and they chased down my darn poor little chickens and had them poor terrorized before I could capture them all back up. Casper and Maggie stopped for me, thank goodness, but the others didn't. Oh, I got a from Oklahoma. Okie Mike just said hello, and Wanda Henry said hello. Well, hey guys, I'm glad you guys are here. Anyway, it's just a beautiful night outside. It's very dark though. This is my second attempt at this live, guys. Last week, about 8 minutes before the live started, I was going from Robertson's Belly Acres to mine, and it just went off, and I didn't know what was going on, so I thought it was here on my end, and I'm running around in the house like a chicken with my head cut off, going in and checking to make sure everything was plugged in, and trying to reset it here with StreamYard, and then I couldn't figure that out, so I unplugged everything and plugged it all back up and still couldn't get it to work. So it was just so depressing, and my husband was running around laughing at me because I was acting like an idiot, I guess. And I said, well, maybe I don't have enough sense to do this. Talking live on YouTube, I don't know, you know. So he said, oh, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. And I finally figured out that the internet was down. It wasn't here on my end, but I thought it was. So hopefully there won't be a problem in the future doing this. But just in case, I went back through all the steps and wrote them down and put them in my little notepad that I have where I'm writing down other things like on Fillmore, how to do this, how to do that, step by step, because my brain is like less than an inch long. My thought process, if I don't write it down, I don't get it done. So anyway, I can go back and look at those notes, and thank God with it, they do have the little tiny, 2 or 3 minute videos that show you how to do something. So that's very nice. Sometimes I still can't get it to go, and even though I have the Filmora 12, sometimes the videos that they show are not the same screen that I have for some reason on mine. I pay a fortune every month for the Filmora, so it should have everything I need. But anyway, it's been a good week. Oh, look at there. There's Miss Wheat. Bonnie Sizemore from Alabama just hollered at me. So she's a good friend of mine. And not a whole lot going on here. We just contemplating. My granddaughter just left, going back to North Carolina. She's moved to Boone, North Carolina, and then had to come home because we had a death in the family. It was depressing, but then she went back. Left out today, so haven't heard from her yet, but I'm assuming she's made it. She should have made it by now anyway. My youngest on my oldest daughter's side, I say, Haley, I think it's going to be moving back in down here next door. You know, they have this double wide next to me. Hey, Haley, she just came in. In fact, yeah, her mom says that Haley and her little friend are going to be moving back to the neighborhood, so that'll be nice. I hardly ever see them anymore. With, you know, now they're gone and graduated and got boyfriends and girlfriends and all this stuff. I don't ever see any of the older grandkids anymore. But my oldest grandson, Jacob, sent me a text today and says, hey, Nana, I got my schedule and I'm going to be there Friday and Saturday. I said, okay, I'll see you then. So I guess he's coming to visit me Friday and Saturday. And Joey's going to be out of town, so that'll be good. We'll get to spend some quality time together, just watching TV and goofing off and whatever. So that's about what's going on here at our house tonight anyway. I put the little critters up in the back bedroom. They have the back bedroom, bathroom, and a pet door so that they would not be in here driving us crazy tonight. Because the two girls tend to fight. They don't really bite each other, but they darn sure get in there. But they act like they're killing each other and sound like they're killing each other. But hadn't broke any skin, but I've been waiting on it to happen. And I guess if that happens, I'm going to have to torture them or something to get them to quit doing that. Oh, and I just got a message that says, sounds like I'm going to have a good weekend. Well, thank you so much. I hope so. It'll be nice to see Jacob. I don't get to see him very often now that he's off and others up around Kennesaw. Left out going to college, you know how that goes. And now he's working. So he doesn't have time, just like all the others, you know, once they grow up, they have their own lives and just don't get to see them anymore like you used to. But we did some more work on the little chicken pen, the hoop pen that I started this week. And those crazy chickens are still sleeping on the ground like they did when they were babies. And I put a couple of the bigger hens, old hens, in there with them, and they still don't, understand. But, you know, the other chickens, the big chickens got up there and roosted, but the little ones still, well, they're not little anymore. They're as big as the big chicken, but they're just not laying eggs anymore. Or yet. The rooster in the group is crowing now, and he sounds so sickly, bless his heart. But somebody says, share this out and smash those thumbs up and new subs, all notifications. Hey, sounds good to me. I'll take all the new subs I can get, and thumbs up too. I like thumbs up, guys. Makes me feel good. Sounds like somebody's listening. He says it's free. It's free. Yes, it is free, y'all. Oh, Lordy. Yeah, I had several of my husband's friends. I was told them, you know, to go check out my channel and subscribe. And they looked at me and I said, don't cost nothing. Just subscribe, guys. Oh, yes. Lightning is doing good. I've got to get the guy out here to trim his feet again, but he's doing wonderful. He's running around out here like he's a 2-year-old instead of 22. And he's running around here, and we're going to have to go on a good ride. Javita's in here. Hello, hello. I appreciate you coming in. I think she does their what do you call it when you have somebody that comes in and monitors? So if you have an idiot saying terrible stuff, they get rid of them. I don't have enough people watching mine yet to have that problem. And so far, I've had all good comments. Now, I tend to talk loud, always have. And so I had one person say I was yelling at a friend of mine, well, a lady that I did the tiny house thing with, and I wasn't yelling at her, and she knew it, you know. But I'd had another video that you couldn't hear people on. Yeah, moderator. That's what I was trying to think of. My brain, just like I said, it's about this long, guys. But yeah, so they had somebody had complained they couldn't hear me, so I was talking louder to try to overcome, and especially, you know, because this lady was walking away from me, and I didn't know if it would pick up as good with the speaker not pointed toward her. And you know, I'm learning all this stuff being new to YouTube, and I don't have a clue on how a lot of it works, but either way, it's fun. Oh, great. Then Jovita says, yes, she is a moderator. And I think you do it. Don't you do it for Jared Crocker? I love Jared. He is so sweet and so cute. Yes. Yeah, I like Jared. Bless his heart. I sure do hate that I don't know if any of you know, but Jared Crocker has South Texas roots. And bless his heart, they just come and got his house that he's been working so hard on out in that 100+ degree weather all summer. And bless his heart, now they've settled because his house was leaking and all kinds of problems. And so now he's got to start all over again. And I didn't get to watch his video today where he came out, but I don't know whether he even has decided yet. So like I say, I hadn't got to watch that video yet. Well, there are a few minutes in here, and it's about 12 minutes after. I wanted to let y'all know, you know, I had someone comment about my video, or my chest looked strange or breast looked strange in a video or something. Well, in case you guys don't know, I've had cancer, and I've had bilateral mastectomy. One side set up a major staph infection, and they had to do some extensive surgery and cleaning it out and all that stuff. So one side is definitely not anything like the other. And so I don't wear bras anymore. And I hate it if that offends somebody, but I just don't. It doesn't fit right. One is lower than the other, a lot lower, and then it's flatter and it comes up higher, and it's just very hard to describe. But anyway, so the announcement is that should I ever get far enough along to start making money, I definitely want to give 10% of my earnings to the breast cancer foundation to help. And that's going to be a pledge that I'm giving to all of you tonight and in the future also, because I think it's a very worthwhile pledge. I also give to St. Jude, but that's beside the point. But I would like for women not to have to go through the things that I went through. So as much research as we can have, I'm going to donate as much as I can to it. And, you know, I started doing this so that my grandkids could look back later and say, look at this, is my Dania grandma. And, you know, laugh at it, but, you know, whether they will or not, I don't know. My younger grandsons told me, says, we only get on the internet for so long because Mama monitors it, and she only gives us so long, and I got to play my video games. So I said, well, okay, that'll be fine. Anyway, so I just thought that was funny that they were wanting to let me know that they loved me, but they was going to play their video games. And yes, so far everyone has been just super, super nice. Haven't had any really ugly people say anything to me, even on any of my videos. And so far, I may not get many likes on them, but I haven't got any dislikes either. So that's good. So hopefully I will continue with this. I'm going to continue putting out something. I had several people say, don't lock yourself down into one niche like homesteading or gardening or recipes or whatever. So you guys are just going to get whatever I'm doing at the time. I love old cars, so you're going to see some old car videos, and we do a lot of little areas around here where I live so that people can see what's going on in our neck of the woods down here in Georgia. I love the idea of tiny houses and would like to build one day just for the heck of it. I don't know. My kids think I'm nuts. Just for the heck of it, to see if I could do it. I used to have a lot of experience, and I was a mechanic for 15 years at Duracell. I worked there 20 years. So it would be fun just to see what I can do. And I've built the horse barn here. Had my husband help me with a couple of the holes and getting the main big post up. And then I got most of the rest of it myself, except for a couple of the sheets of flooring that I had to put for the upstairs, the second loft part of the barn. But anyway, I built a 4-style barn for my horses that I used to have. And a lot of the materials were stuff that my husband brought home from jobs. So, you're going to see a lot of junk things laying around here, but it's things that we'll use in the future, guys. And says, if I'm looking for a great moderator, okay, well, thank you. I'll have to think about that. Right now, I haven't really even thought about it, and I don't know anything about nobody, basically. So, moderator, if she'd like to come in, if somebody will tell me how to assign somebody, I'd be glad to do it. But I really don't know anything about how to do it right now. And yes, it's just been a whirlwind here at my house with these little critters. We took Maggie to the vet, and she is not pregnant, guys. She's not going to have puppies for us. And I was kind of relieved, to be honest with you. I'm getting old, I guess. I look forward to seeing them. I love playing with them, but they're a lot of work, guys. And when you raise Yorkies, a lot of them have trouble delivering. Some do, some don't. But I always make a point of being there in case. And I've shook out stuff out of their lungs and rubbed them to get them to breathe and all kinds of stuff in the middle of the night before. So it's just life here on the farm. It's that with sheep and goats and everything else. And I love potbelly pigs, but I'm not getting another one. We had one that was a pet we had her for about 8 or 9 years. She was the smartest pig. She would go to the neighbor's house, but she would go right down the fence line instead of getting out the road like the crazy dogs do. And she would go around there and look at them, and then she'd go on up to their pear tree and eat the pears that fell off the ground. Then she'd come back the same little route. She had her little route that she went on every day. And it was kind of funny. And the neighbor says, yeah, somebody says, I hear that you click the 3 dots at the top of your live stream in the corner and click the name that you want to give a wrench to. But I'm not sure. Okay. Well, we'll worry about that later on. Maybe we can figure it out. Not going to worry about it tonight. But Jovita, if you're interested, you can let me know. I don't know if you're interested in taking on any more people. And she says that she would be glad to help me out. Well, how sweet of you. So I will sure take it. Take all the help I can get. Yes, yes. Usually have Simply Jan and her husband and Brenda, Freedom Redbird, and that crowd in here, but I guess they're all off somewhere else tonight. But it was so nice of all of you guys to come in, and I will research it. Thank you. Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank says for me to research it, and I sure will. They said they still don't have a computer, so I'll bow out. Thank you very much. I know how that goes. And you know, I didn't grow up in this era where you just automatically know how to use everything. I still have to call my kids and say, okay, how do I do this? How do I do that? What does this mean? So it's just it's trial and error here. And as far as editing and putting out videos, that's a thing too that I have never done before. Never even thought I would want to do. Boy, I put out some ranky-danky videos, y'all. Oh, Linda Okie is in here. Well, hello, Lynn. Hey, good to see you tonight. Glad you're here. So, you know, I'm learning as I go, and I'm getting a little bit better, guys. I have to say so myself. So if you go back to the very first one or two, you'll see that, whew, at first, I didn't know how to do anything. So whatever was video, that's what you got. And then I learned a little bit about how to crop things on the ends, you know. And then the next step was to learn how to put 2 or 3 sections together, because I didn't have a clue how to do all that. So I had to go in and research it. So I'm learning a little bit along the way. And every time I post something, I'm learning a little bit more. I think I've got about 66 or 67 videos out now. I started, well, I've had YouTube for a long time, but I actually started putting out videos and made a channel and got on here at the Mid-America Meetup. So I'm real proud of where my channel is going and what it's doing. And I hope all you guys will hang in there with me. Someone says that they admire how I am trying. I'm out there trying to get, that's right. I'm out there trying to get it done, whether it makes any sense to anybody else or not. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Avita says that I am doing an awesome job. Well, thank you very much. You know, just trying, getting it out there and seeing what all, you know, I can do. It's just fun. It's a fun thing right now. If it gets to be too much of a chore, you know, I may bow out, but right now I am really enjoying it. And, you know, hopefully I'll continue to. My husband said that I should be a natural because I never shut up. And I guess that's true. my teachers at school used to say, oh, she makes excellent grades, but she just talks too much. So I got in trouble every year when the report cards come out. My butt got blistered because I wouldn't shut up. But you know, it hadn't done any good. I ain't learned to shut up yet. So I probably won't ever learn, y'all. And I hope I don't ever disappoint anyone. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Carrie Leonard just came in. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, Carrie. But yeah, you know, I guess I was pretty smart and just didn't realize it in school. I was in a special class. It was supposed to be an accelerated class, but I thought it was one of those classes that they put kids in because they were, you know, wasn't making it to good in school. Come to find out later, it was for kids that were advanced. I have dyslexia, so when I type things, a lot of times I will type my A's and my D's and B's backwards, and sometimes I'll get to typing and I'll get in too big a hurry and I'll like if the word is rambling, I might put ambling. I'll just leave off the first letter or two of it, just typing, and not even, it just doesn't click there. So anyway, if y'all see something that's goofy, just say hey. Thank you. Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank said they just subscribed. Thank you so much. That's fun. I love that. So, I mean, there's always something out there that y'all can laugh at. That's what I say on my videos. I said, hey, you never know what's going to happen, and there's always some crazy stuff going on here. And we don't dress to impress. So you're going to see us in some slouchy, old, tore up, wore out looking stuff. So my husband laughs, and one of my friends was laughing because almost every video you see him, he's walking by with his shirt undone or something. And somebody says, does he ever wear clothes? Nope. Not when it's 100 degrees out here. So, oh, somebody said I was picking up. Savita says that I'm picking up subscribers as you speak. Thank you. I love that. Yeah, it's just funny, So Joey will wear these old button-down shirts, and when it's hot and sweaty, he'll have them on because they're real thin. And then when we go somewhere, all he's going to wear is an old biker shirt, because that's what he is, an old biker. And people will say, well, to tell you the truth, I'll tell you what my vet told me one time. And it's not the same vet because I quit going to him after that. Joey and I we were at Sears in Columbus. It's a long time ago when we first started dating, in fact. And there he was with his long ponytail and his biker shirt on. And I ran into my vet and I was talking to him. He says, I'm disappointed. You're too pretty. And this was 40 years ago, guys. He says, you're too pretty to be settling for that. You don't have to settle. And I just looked at him and I thought, I can't believe you would say that. Yes. Thank you, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Yep. We need all the thumbs up we can get. At least we can get some in here. But, yeah. Oh, I guess y'all see. I should have took this down. It says Nana's house. What happens at Nana's house stays at Nana's house. But that ain't true. Because I'm bad about repeating. I'm about like Mike. I can't keep a secret, guys. If it's something real important, I could keep a secret. But, just little stuff, I don't keep a secret very good. Oh, we have been married. We married we'll be 95 years in December, but we lived together for a few years before we got married. I was one of them women living in sin, but I think it was the style back then. Anyway, but I had 2 kids and I wasn't about to get into another hitch up without knowing what I was getting into. I tried it out, I guess. In fact, for the first year, when he had come over and spend the night, I didn't let him bring any clothes or anything. He had to just bring a change of clothes. Took a shower, changed clothes. He'd have to take his dirty clothes back home with him. Anyway, so, I'm just strange, I guess. I had a lot of people laugh about that, teasing me about it. But, yeah, we've been through a lot of years together. That's exactly right. I look at it the same way, and I could not have asked for a better guy. I'm telling you, my children and grandchildren absolutely love Joey, and I guarantee you, if it came to me or them, they would probably side with Joey because they just worship him. I don't know what it is because he's always picking at them and playing with them. He's got this lift truck, and when my oldest 2 girls were little, he had them out there one day with that lift truck, and he had hooked up some kind of little swing on the end of it. And he was out there with the lift swinging them around and around like it was a darn, they was at the circus or the fair. I'm going, God, you're going to kill these kids. Their mother used to get mad. She would send those kids home, and we'd send them home, and she'd say, "You always ruin their clothes." I said, "Well, quit sending them up here in good clothes, because you know they're going to get dirty at our house." Because I'd have them out there shoveling poop and on the horse and everything else, you know. So, oh, 95 years. What's 95 years? Did I say 95 years? Oh, no, 25 years. 25 years. Yes, yes, Joey is the best. He is a sweetheart. Bonnie Sizemore said Joey is the best, and he is. He's probably one of the best things that's happened to me in my life anyway. So I'm real proud. And my girls, like I say, my girls just loved him. And, you know, when they had their first breakups, Joey would be sitting in there and they'd be crying and all that junk. And I'm going, "Hey, there's going to be 15 million. Don't worry about it. You know, get over it." And he'd be in there hugging them and telling them it's okay. You'll be all right. Now, I'm going, you know, I'm cruel. Oh, God, this ain't the first time. It won't be the last, honey. Anyway, so, you know, he has that compassion, and everybody that knows him loves him. He's just one of those people that you can't help but like. And so I've been really blessed that way. He's probably in there laughing his head off. He's in the den watching TV right now. So he said, "I'll probably be going to bed before you get off of that darn talking to them folks on your computer." Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. So, gosh, y'all, somebody ask me something, because I'm about talked out here for a second. I know it's hard for y'all to. For the ones that don't know, I have a ton of turkeys. In fact, I'm going to have to sell some turkeys. My turkeys follow me around like they're my little children. And I have chickens. I have some of Jeff from Bobblehead Homestead. I have some of his chickens that I got at the Mid-America Meetup. I got the eggs and hatched them off. I have goats and sheep. I have a horse that I've had forever. I've had a million horses, but I've had him since he was 2 years old, and he's about 22. And he's just the love of my life. Joey's not going to get in here with me. I can tell you that now. And if he was in here, he'd be just, he wouldn't say 2 words. Y'all just see a statue sitting over here next to me, unless he was laughing at something I was saying. Or saying, "That ain't true, that ain't true." Anyway. But yeah. And Joey has a son. I have the 2 girls, and then he has a son that's just a few months younger than my oldest daughter, and we have 2 grandchildren from him. So altogether, we have 8 grandchildren between us. And who is Tubby? Who is Tubby? Is that Joey you're talking about? Oh, Lordy, Lordy. I don't know. Or Tubi. Is it Tubi? What was the deciding factor to go on YouTube? Well, you know, I've watched the Crockers for a long, long time. And I went to the meetup that they had in Oklahoma. And just as a spectator, I guess, somebody that subscribed to their channel and just enjoyed it. And I met a lot of people, and they all just seemed so down to earth and all. And then I got to watching other people that, well, I'd watched a few other channels, but started watching other people as I went. Well, hello, Alan. Thank you for coming on. And I enjoy having you here. They said, yes, that's where it all started. For me, the Crockers. Yes, they got me too. So I think the first ones Jason, the first ones I started watching, Jason was doing work on his grandmama's house on the ranch. And that's how I got interested in that crowd. And that was way before he ever bought the property up there with all the ticks and mosquitoes. And they had the tick problem, you know, where he was camping out. Oh, Alan says he's from the Philippines. Well, thank you so much for coming in. I don't have a clue what time it is there, but I'm glad you're here. And that is wonderful. Oh, Tubi is okay. I understand. Yes, Tubi. I think we have Tubi. In fact, I'm not sure. I know we've got a couple of those free ones that have the commercials on it. Sometimes they play real good here, and sometimes they don't. But you know, I don't even have cable. I just don't pay for it. I use the Prime and the free channels and stuff because, and watch my little tablet, my little Amazon tablet here, and that's about it. I mean, I just can't see paying for all of those channels. Hey, they found the Crockers at the Shoot Dang Fest in 2022. Yeah, that's me too. That's where so I may know you guys and just don't realize it. And I met Colbert Ranch and Corey and Cynthia Davis. They were all interested in Come On. That's when I started watching Come On. Well, I was already watching Simple Life Reclaimed and Country Road Cure. I liked both of them too. And I was watching Jason and Jared. And then I started watching Matt. And then I started watching The Parents. And there for a while, it seemed like I was watching YouTube all the time. So, of course, I'm retired. 64 years old, you know, worked all my life from the time I was 14 years old. So, oh, it's 8:30 there. Oh, well, it's 9:30 here. So you guys are not that far behind, even though it's a long ways. Okay. And it's 10:30 where Wanda Henry lives. So where do you live, Wanda? Do you live in California or out that way? Anyway. Hello, Okie Mike, Heartland says. Okay. Hey there, Heartland HQ. Yep. They're still planning a weekend at Milledgeville. Yeah, they really did. And, you know, they were so funny. And at that meetup, the one that they had, I helped them sell their T-shirts, and they were just so down to earth and average, normal like people. Oh, Wanda lives in Canada. Okay, I've been to Canada, to Montreal and to Toronto and a couple of other places. Back when I was younger, I rambled a lot. Yeah. So then after that, you know, I was, yes, I am still planning that weekend in Milledgeville. They're having a hippie fest in Milledgeville, Georgia next month, and I'm going. So we're going to be posting some videos from Milledgeville, and I don't know if I can go live or not, but that should be an interesting trip, guys. Bonnie and I are going to go together, I'm assuming, and that should be interesting. We've been trying to figure out how we're going to dress, if we're going to go and look like hippies or what, but hey, we can fit right in there. I'm sure. Well, yes, I didn't have to have a passport back when I went, because, you know, that was when I was in my early 20s back when I went, Wanda. In fact, I was driving and got stopped by the mounted police. I was going the wrong way. And when they started talking to me, they didn't give me a ticket. They just cracked up and they kept saying, say something else. I guess they couldn't understand half what I was saying. I was so country. Yeah, but when I went to Europe and Germany and Italy and Hungary. How do you say it? Hungary, whatever. And Belgium and all those places. You had to have a passport. And boy, they checked it all every time you went somewhere. And some half the time they went through my luggage. You know how that goes when you're hopping planes between all those little countries. But it was a lot of fun, guys. And I did that. I think the last trip I made to Germany was 2016. I'll have to post some pictures sometimes. I had a really good time. Got a picture of my daughter and I trying to hold up the Leaning Tower of Pisa. That was fun. And the one I did with her, it looks just like her hands on it. But mine, I think she's got me about 2 foot from the video. She didn't shift it to where it looked like I was actually touching it. She has me about 2 foot away, but it's funny anyway. What, baby? Yes. My littlest dog, Josie, she's about 13 years old. She don't weigh but about 3 pounds. She's in here stomping her little feet at me, telling me to shut up and get her something to eat. She'll do that in the morning too. If she thinks that I've laid in the bed too long, she will come in there and stomp her little feet by the bed because she can't jump in the bed. And then if that don't work, then she'll raise up and stomp her little feet on the side of the bed, like, but her little toenails click on the floor because I don't have carpet. So it's so funny. What you stomping them feet for, honey? What you stomping your feet for, girl? Huh? I'm not going to feed you right now. Casper is still out. We can't feed you. Casper will take it away from you. Casper is my male, my breeder that I have if I'm going to. And yes, I think you got to have a passport or now they may still let you go if you've got your birth certificate and everything matching there to go over into Canada, but I'm not sure. And guys, I've never been to Alaska and I'd love to go to Australia and Africa. So those Australia, Hawaii, and Alaska are still on my bucket list. Someday I'm going to do those. Just don't know when I'll get around to it, but hopefully I can go to Alaska before too long. I had Alaska, the Bill's in here from Alaska, the Last Frontier Homestead. Yeah. Hey, how are you doing? Yeah. So I'd like to go there. And no, you need a passport to go to the U.S. Okay, well, I may need one to come into your country too then. I didn't know. But maybe next year when they have the next Alaska meetup, maybe some of us can go up there. That would be fun. I know a lot of people are going. I am located, if you're talking to me, in Georgia, about Midwest Georgia, right on the Georgia-Alabama line. So we're the Hicks from Georgia. And we'll go, look at them crazy drivers if they got an Alabama tag. And I'm sure the people from Alabama are going, look at them crazy Georgia drivers. And we just have friends that lived in Alabama and we say, who gave you permission to come across that bridge? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, I would love to go to Alaska. I mean, I don't want to come when it's knee deep in snow, but I would love to come when you guys are having your summertime. I had cousins that lived in Anchorage for quite a while, and they loved it there. Wanda says she loves my accent. Well, yep. It's about as country as you can get, but yep. Yep, I'm with you. I'm not a cold weather person, but I don't like it when it's 100 and something degrees either. So I don't know how in the world you guys are standing those temperatures out there. I'd have to stay inside because I can't breathe when it gets that hot. Yep. And Bill says that they're going to definitely have a meetup next summer sometime. So we'll all have to try to see what we can do to support him this next year. I know they had one this year, but it was, small. They had, I don't know how many people, but I saw videos of it and went and subscribed to a lot of the people there. Wanda says she loves wintertime. Do you snow ski, Wanda? I attempted snow ski and I loved it. It was a lot of fun. Yes, ma'am, but they mostly stay inside. Okay. I attempted snow skiing, but it was on that when they shoot the ice, basically, is what it is. It's not snow. And I spent more time on the ground than I did trying to ski. But it was fun anyway. It was something new. I love trying new things, guys. I'm just one of those. My ex-husband used to say I had a little gypsy blood in me, and maybe I do. I don't know. Oh, winter is Lynn's least favorite season. Yeah, my husband hates cold weather. He literally hates it. When it starts getting 50 degrees, he starts complaining. It's so funny. Josie, quit stomping them little feet, girl. But yes. I don't mind a little snow. In fact, we don't get enough snow around here to amount to anything. The biggest snow we ever had, they shut down everything around here for about 10 days. And I think that was like in 79 when I was pregnant with my first daughter. So, and we might have had another one when she was about 2.5 years old. That was pretty good snow. But as far as having real snow that lasts for more than 3 or 4 days, we don't have it here. It's just the temperature has changed so much here. But I'm in zone 7. So, I can grow quite a bit of things here where I live. Oh, you want to see this one? Oh, she's in pitiful shape. Come here, baby girl. Come here, Jess. Hey, baby girl. Here she goes. Look. Just look at the teepee. She'll go in there on the carpet, the rugs in the bedroom, and rub, and then she'll come out and look like she's pumped rocked. All her hair will be standing straight up. Anyway, what you gonna lick on me now, girl? Casper, you want some attention? Here, come here. You want your TV time? Here's the man. Here's my boy. Casper, look at everybody. Yes, I love you, baby. Casper is a sweetheart. He really is. He's a lover. He loves people and he loves everybody. He is a Yorkie. And he weighs about 5 pounds. He's not super tiny, and I don't want the super tiny ones. Josie was born here from my first Yorkie that I ever had. I have a bought, and so I didn't get rid of her. When she was born, she had a little soft spot on her head, and I was going to keep her until that healed up, but then I got so attached to her that I never sold her. So she's been here her whole life. So, and she's a sweetie. Oh, you want me to let Casper come down now? I have to get up. Casper's getting too much attention, guys. There you go. There you go. Go play. Go play. Oh, you breed Dachshund. I love them. They are so cute. I would love to have one. And another breed, I don't know, people have said, you don't want that, is those little bobblehead Chihuahuas, or applehead, I guess is what you'd call them. They're real tiny. When I was a little bitty kid, someone, I guess, threw it out or something, but we ended up with one of those. And I remember I was just a little teeny tiny thing. I mean, I couldn't have been more than 3, 4 at the very most, but my mom would get up every morning and cook us breakfast, and she'd have on this big old fuzzy, almost like one of those Chanel bedspreads. And she'd have that little dog would be stuffed in the pocket, and all you could see every once in a while is he'll poke the top of his little head out and then go back in there and go to sleep. Oh, you had one too. Oh, he was so pretty. So Then I had a friend that I rode horses with forever, and he had a little dachshund, wiener dog, and it was the sweetest little thing. So I've always said that I wouldn't mind having one of those, and I'd love to have one of the little applehead chihuahuas. So you know how it goes. I love animals. I probably get along with animals better than I do people, really. They don't talk back. Oh, your Yorkie was Trickle. Okay. Casper is a party Yorkie. I don't know if you've heard of the party Yorkies, but yeah, he's the tricolor, but he's more white than he is anything else. He ended up with black and brown right on his tail and on his ears, and a couple of little specks across his back, but his hair is so thick and it's like cotton candy. I mean, it's hard to keep it brushed out, and they hate to get brushed. They hate to get brushed. And then they're constantly running in and out, and so they're always getting trash in their hair and everything else. And so it's a job. In fact, Maggie's hair, I had to put her up because she's a hassle. She'd be in here barking because I'm not giving her attention or jumping on the other one. But yeah, he would be Maggie just absolutely carries on like you're killing her, and even acts like she's going to bite you. She had never attempted to actually bite, but she'll throw her head around there and growl and carry on. And every once in a while, I just stop and hold her and say, "I'm the boss here." And she'll be all right for a minute, and then she'll go right back to doing it just like she was before. Yes, Casper. Everybody loves Casper because he has that personality, uh, just that he just loves everybody, and he's real friendly, and he's a scaredy cat. He has this little ball that lights up, and he just goes nuts if you throw it for him. But now, if that ball ever gets behind something or whatever, he'll stand over there and whine and look at you because he's scared to go behind anything. I mean, Joey stuffed it under the edge of the bed, the puppy bed today, and he wouldn't even get it out from under there. He just kept barking at it and looking at the face. We laugh at him all the time because he's such a little scaredy cat weenie. But you guys, we have made it 52 minutes of listening to me jabber on. You guys got to have a headache by now. But we're just starting these lives, and it's not like I have a whole lot of people coming in here, and the ones that do, I appreciate y'all so much because it helps me to come up with something. One day, I did a live before, but it was not live. For some reason, it was recorded, and I went ahead and posted it because I sat on that thing the whole time and jabbered for a full hour, and nobody ever made a comment. And I kept thinking, God, nobody gonna come in here. Nobody's, and it wasn't live. And Mike at MT Homestead said that, yeah, he did the same thing, and that there was another button. So they forgot to mash the second button, and it didn't take them off of live on their phone one day, and you could hear them in the background going on about something they were doing. So, yeah. I felt a little better after he said that because I said, well, maybe I'm not as dumb as I thought. It happens to other people too. So, let's see. They said, this is how your channel grows, so keep on doing it. Okay. I'm going to try my best to. And so I've had it tickering across here all night. I'm going to try to do my lives every Monday night at 9:00, and that's Eastern time, you guys. So I would love to have y'all come back in here. Oh, somebody says they have a Shih Tzu named Rascal and a mini Schnauzer named Boogie. Go figure. One of the best dog that I ever had was a Shih Tzu Yorkie mix. His name was Boo Bear, and he was a little black dog and he got overweight. But that little dog, I had him from the day he turned 5 weeks old until we had to have him put to sleep because he started having real bad seizures. But and they couldn't figure out what was causing them. But I tried taking him. Took me 3 times. I'd make it over to the traffic light and I'd turn around, I'd be crying, I'd make it back home with him. Kept him another week or two and I'd try it again. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you get so attached to him. But that little dog Boo went on every horse ride that I went on. And he thought he was the boss. I mean, he'd get up there and ride on that horse all day, just like, and when you got through and you took your saddle and all off and you went to take him to put him in the stall, he'd grab that lead rope and growl at that horse. And of course, I'd be walking along and he'd be pulling the horse. It was so funny because thank you, Cora, for coming in, hon. And good evening. I'm glad to see you here. So Boo, people would just laugh because he really thought he was making that crazy horse go, but Lightning was really just following me. But Lightning, Boo was convinced that he was leading that horse. And it was so funny. And my horse trailer had living quarters and I was constantly gone. I mean, I traveled all over the United States riding horses on trail rides and big rides too. Went to South Texas from Corpus Christi to San Antonio. They had a ride that Avita, you may know about that ride. It was South Texas Trail Ride. I rode on it. It's approximately 200 miles. It started in Corpus Christi and went to San Antonio, and that was so much fun. Every night they had a dance, and they fed you every night, and the whole ride cost about $65. It was so funny, I says, because nowhere I could have rode for that anywhere here. And on top of that, during the day, the Budweiser truck back then came along, and every time you took a break, the Budweiser truck would hand out Budweiser, cold Budweiser. So if you drank, you had it made. And when I first started riding the thing, I didn't realize that there was a truck up there, and I kept thinking, why are we taking a break every 45 minutes? And then I found out, well, all these people are drinking. She said she's familiar with that trail ride. And they don't do it anymore. You know, I had heard that they had stopped the Budweiser truck from running and that a lot of people quit going because of that. Yeah, that was a super, super fun trip. And met a lot of fun people on that ride, in fact. Yes, Bonnie went to her first rodeo with me. She sure did. We were helping her friend sell t-shirts in Macon at the Coliseum over there. And so she went with me. A friend of mine, Tim Hill, sold t-shirts over there, and we were hanging out with them and helping his wife KK sell t-shirts, and Miss Wick went with me. So we just had us a good old time doing that. Yep, that was so much fun. I'll have to tell y'all about that trip sometimes. You'll get a trip out of it. Yes. Yep, that's right. That one was a very country trail ride. Yep, I loved it though. In fact, I have a CD that a guy made with songs in there, part Hispanic and part of it's in Spanish and part of it's in English. The songs are, and I still play it because I just enjoyed it. It was so much fun I got from there. Okay, thank you, Bill, for coming in. I appreciate it. And my name is Carol, or Carolyn. Some people call me Carolyn. But yes, thank you so much. Well, guys, it's got a minute and a half left, and very Tex-Mex here. You know, I've never been to South Texas, down there where you guys are. Like I say, Corpus Christi, that area. A friend of mine has a place in Brownsville, but I never went to their camp or anything. Well, it's actually a place there on the ocean, I guess, there in Brownsville. But I haven't been there. Yeah. She says her honey, the dachshund, here's my little doggy crying. Every once in a while, I'll be watching one of those nature shows. Yes, Carolyn. My dogs will perk up and they'll, you know, yes. All right. Thank you, Lynn, for coming in. I appreciate that. Yes. Uh, okay, Riviera. Yeah, that's what I remember Jared was saying, that Riviera, and he's having trouble with that darn truck stops. Bless his heart. I hope they do get all that stuff straightened out. All right. Well, guys, my hour's up and we have had a great time. I have, and I've jabbered on. So I hope you guys will come on in here again in the near future and next Monday night and keep me company. Bye.